We are in Vidra village, Vârfurile commune, Arad County. Before me stands Mr. Gergar, who has 18 years old, he hardly walks, and he has a very small pension. With his money, he lives from day to day. Until this moment, Mr. Gergar received annually from us the necessary firewood for every winter, besides other aid, food supply, clothes, and so on. On this occasion, also this winter, Mr. Gergar received from us the necessary firewood for this upcoming winter. Behind me, you can see all the firewood already bought for Mr. Gergar, and we want to thank all those who made possible that Mr. Gergar have the firewood. We sincerely thank you on behalf of Mr. Gergar for giving a helping hand. Now you have all the necessary firewood. Yes, we have. How do you feel? Better and worse? Feet problems. Does your feet hurt you? Yes, they hurt me. Now you will have heat in the house all day long, without problems. The blocks of firewood will be soon cut. They will be staked nicely. Everything will be fine. We are in the town of Vulcan, Hunedoara County, in Valea Jiului, one of the poorest regions of Romania. Before you stands Mrs. Ekaterina, who has 83 years old. So far, we annually bought the necessary firewood for her in order to have heat in the house. This year, we will also acquire the necessary firewood for Mrs. Ekaterina, but unfortunately, we couldn't be here when the firewood will be brought here. One of our representatives will be here in order to buy the firewood and make all the photo and video material needed to show that the firewood were bought. Now we wanna thank you those who helped Ekaterina, who donated money for this old woman Ekaterina in order to have firewood for the whole upcoming winter season. It is announced a very strong frost here in Valea Jiului. It is usually very cold. It already has snowed here, in other regions hasn't snowed yet, but here it is already cold. Mrs. Ekaterina, this winter you will also have the necessary firewood. Firewood will be brought to you. I thank you for the firewood that were brought. The first cart are cut, staked, and we are going to cut the firewood of the second cart and put them here, in this shed. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We are in Brătișorul de Jos, Cara-Severin County. Next to me is Mrs. Morioara, who annually receives from us food supply and firewood. On this occasion, during holiday, she received from us a package of food, a substantial package of food, but also the wood you can see behind me, firewood, which will certainly be enough for her this winter. On this occasion, we want to thank those who made possible this ad. Only with your help, Mrs. Morioara could have received the food supply and the firewood. We sincerely thank you in the behalf of Mrs. Morioara, but also on the behalf of Hope for Romania Association. We sincerely want to thank those who helped us by giving us firewood. We wish them Happy New Year and Happy Holidays. We are in Lăpușnicul Mare Commune, Cara-Severin County, at Mrs. Paraschiva's home. We have known her for several years since her house was fire-ravaged. We have contributed to the rebuilding of a new house. Unfortunately, Mrs. Paraschiva is not home, but in front of us is Lazarica, the nephew of Mrs. Paraschiva, whom she grows alone. We know him since he was a little boy. On this occasion of winter holidays, we came with a substantial package of food, school supplies for Lazarica. Behind us, you can see how much wood they have for this winter. Starting from now, winter starts making her presence felt. It is going to be increasingly colder. On this occasion, due to the fact that we are here, we will order the necessary firewood for this family. Unfortunately, we won't be here when the firewood will be brought. We will pay someone from the village in order to bring them. But they will be brought here, the family will receive them, and on this occasion we want to thank those who contributed for this family and others received firewood for this winter. Thank you. I want to thank these people who brought us 3 carts of block of woods in order to have heat in a house with 10 children. I sincerely thank you and lots of help.